If power is a crown, corruption is the hand that tilts it. Power was meant to serve, but in the wrong hands it starts to feed. It feeds on trust, on silence, on people too tired to fight. And corruption, it doesn't arrive like a thief in the night. It walks in like an old friend, smiles, shakes your hand, and steals from you while you're looking right at it. You see, corruption wears a suit. It speaks in polite words. It signs documents in daylight. And yet it robs more than any bandit in the dark. From corruption comes injustice, because when the powerful rot, justice becomes a mask worn only for show. Injustice doesn't always break the law. Sometimes, it is the law. It hides in courtrooms. It sits behind desks. It stamps papers that decide who will rise and who will fall. And the law was born to protect the weak, but in the wrong hands it becomes a leash. It pulls, it chokes, it drags the innocent into the mud. Laws don't always break people. Sometimes, they're written to keep them broken. And here's where truth suffers. Truth is not loud. It doesn't shout in the streets. It waits, patient, quiet, unshakable. But power hates waiting. So it twists the truth, cuts it into pieces, buries it under headlines, rumors, and distractions. They say truth is a mirror, but when the powerful break it, the world only sees the pieces they choose to show. Power fears truth because truth cannot be bought. It can be silenced, hidden, delayed, but never killed. That's why corrupt men try so hard to dress lies in gold. They build walls around them. They call them laws. They punish anyone who tries to climb over. But here's the thing about truth. It doesn't need permission to rise. It doesn't ask for a stage. It doesn't beg for an audience. Truth grows in whispers. It grows in the quiet conversations that happen when no one is watching. It grows in the courage of one honest voice, and then another, and another. Power can bend rules. Corruption can choke systems. Injustice can poison laws. But truth waits for the moment when the people are no longer afraid. Because fear is the soil where corruption grows. Take away fear, and you take away its roots. A man with power but no truth is like a king on a throne of sand. The first real wave will wash him away. And a law without justice is like a body without a soul. It stands, but it is dead inside. So what happens when power meets truth? One of them bends, one of them breaks. When truth is weak, power grows fangs. When truth is strong, power kneels. The fight is not in the streets alone. It's in the mind. In the choice to speak when silence is safer. In the courage to see things as they are, not as we are told. Corruption doesn't fear people who shout. It fears people who see, who remember, who connect the dots. Because once you see the pattern, you can never be lied to the same way again. They will tell you, the law is the law. But remember, every bad law was once written by a man who feared losing power. They will tell you, justice is blind, but sometimes her eyes are just closed by choice. And they will tell you, truth is dangerous, but truth is only dangerous to those who live in lies. So the question is not, will power win? The question is, how long can it run before truth catches up? Because truth always runs without getting tired. And when it arrives, it doesn't knock. It walks right in. It takes back the crown from corruption. It tears the mask from injustice. It rewrites the law with hands that have nothing to hide. And in that moment, power finally remembers its real job: to serve. Not to rule, not to feed, not to steal, but to serve the people who gave it life in the first place. And when that day comes, corruption will not fade quietly. It will scream. It will fight. It will drag its claws into the ground, trying to stay, but the ground will no longer hold it. Because the people will remember that power without truth is just a shadow, and shadows cannot survive the sunrise.